What has not happened on this planet up to this point can happen tomorrow. Humans are capable of making it happen. What is possible and what is not possible is not your business. It is nature's business. Everything that humans have created on this planet has essentially been fast created in our minds. Everything you see on this planet is human work. You can manifest anything you want, even if you do nothing at all. The amazing achievements that humans have accomplished on this planet initially found expression in the mind before becoming visible in the outside world. And the terrible things we have done on this planet are both products of the human mind. So if we are worried about what we create in this world, it is crucial that we first learn how to create the things we want in our minds. If we are unable to maintain our minds in the way we desire, the things we create in the world will also be haphazard and accidental. There is an amazing tale behind how we create the world in the way we want. According to the yogic law, one day a man went for a long walk and didn't realize he had entered paradise. It's fortunate that he only took a walk and arrived in paradise. After this long walk, he felt a little tired and thought, "I'm tired. I wish I could rest somewhere." He looked around and saw a nice tree with very cushiony grass underneath, so he went and laid his head down there and fell asleep. A few hours later, he woke up feeling well rested, but he was still hungry and thought, "I am well rested. I wish I had something to eat." And he considered all the delicious foods he had ever desired to eat, and all of those foods materialized before him in a moment. You must realize that they provide services similar to that those who are starving don't question. When the food arrived, he ate the tamak until he was full. Then he thought, "Oh, my stomach is full. I wish I had something to drink." All the lovely things he had ever wanted to drink suddenly appeared, and he started to drink with a small amount of alcohol in him. Charles Darwin once said, "You all are monkeys. Your tail fell away, not me." Charles Darwin said that all humans were monkeys until their tails fell off, at which point they became humans. While this is undoubtedly true, in yoga, the term monkey always refers to an undeveloped mind, not a real monkey. What makes the mind resemble a monkey is the reason we call it that. A monkey is known for its needless moments and for being an imitation of other monkeys. If I were to suggest that you were monkeying someone, what would that mean? And imitation have come to be synonymous. So these two fundamental characteristics of a monkey are very much those of an undeveloped mind. Impersonation is the mind's full-time job, so when these two characteristics are present, the mind is referred to as a monkey. This caused the monkey to become active within him. He asked for food, which arrived, and drink, which arrived. He thought, "There must be ghosts around here on Ghost Game. All the ghosts have come. They're going to surround me and torture me." Immediately, a ghost appeared and began to torment him. He began to scream in agony and realized that the ghosts were going to kill him. He later said, "He's a fortunate being." The issue is that when he was sitting beneath a wishing tree or kalpa rickshaw, he made requests for food, drink, and ghosts, all of which were granted. He also requested for torture, which was granted, and death, which occurred. All of these requests came from a well-established mind that is in a condition of samyukti, is known as a kalpavikshan. If you organize your mind to a certain degree, it organizes the entire system, including your body, emotions, and energies. Everything gets organized in the directions once all four dimensions of you, your physical body, mind, emotions, and the fundamental life energies, are organized in one direction. Once you are in this state, anything you want happens without you having to do anything. While it would help if you organize these dimensions in one direction, you can still manifest what you want, even if you don't do anything. The issue with your thoughts at the present is that it keeps shifting in different directions. Organizing our minds, which in turn organizes the entire system, and these four fundamental dimensions of who you are right now in one direction, is like wanting to travel somewhere. But if you keep changing your direction every 2 steps, the likelihood of you reaching your destination is very remote, unless it happens by chance. Organizing our minds essentially involves shifting from a compulsive state of action to a conscious state of activity. You may have heard of persons who ask for things. If you do this, You are a Kalpa Brookshire yourself. Anything that you wish will happen, and beyond all anticipations, it came to pass for them. Usually this occurs to individuals who have faith. For example, let's say you want to build a house. If you start thinking, oh, I want to build a house, but I only have 50 rupees in my pocket. Not possible. Not conceivable. Not conceivable. Saying not possible simultaneously conveys the message, I don't want it, which means that while you're creating a desire for something, you're also saying, I don't want it. So in this conflict, it may not happen to someone who has some faith in a god, in a temple, or anything else. That is how simple-minded trust works. It is only effective for those with narrow minds and those who think too much for themselves. A simple believer in God or his temple, a childlike person goes to the temple and says to Shiva, I want a house. I don't know how you must make it funny. After this simple act of faith, all negative thoughts about whether or not it will happen, whether it is possible, and whether it is not possible, are completely gone from his mind. He now believes that Shiva will take care of everything for him and that it will happen. So is Shiva going to come and build your house? No. I want you to understand that God is not going to do anything for you. He is a source of creation, and as such, he has done an incredible job as a creator. Could you imagine a more magnificent creation than what exists right now? As a creator, he has done his job wonderfully well, but if you want life to go as planned, that is because right now is the crux of your happiness and well-being. If at all you are unhappy, the only reason you are unhappy is because life is not going according to your expectations. It ought to occur. That's all it is. So it's as easy as that. If life is not going the way you believe it should, you are sad. If it proceeds as you believe it should, you are happy. Therefore, if life must unfold as you have imagined it should, it will first depend on how you think. Specifically, how focused you are, how stable your thoughts are, and how much reverberance your thoughts have will determine whether your thought becomes a reality or remains merely a thought, or whether you avoid creating obstacles for your thought by thinking negatively. This might be something that could end humanity, whether it is possible or not. What is possible and what is not possible is not your business. That is the domain of nature. Your job is to strive for what you want. However, as you sit here, if I were to ask you two simple questions right now, would you say no to flying and yes to getting up and walking? You would respond, yes, explaining your reasoning because in the past, you have gotten up and walked many times in life but never flew off. Therefore, it is a disgrace to humanity and the human spirit that you are using your past experiences to determine what is possible or not possible. Alternatively, you are assuming that something that has not yet occurred on Earth cannot occur in your life in the future. Humans are capable of bringing about events that have not yet occurred on Earth, so determining what is possible or not possible is not your concern. Rather, it is the responsibility of nature. And aim for that. The most important thing is to be clear about what you truly want. If you don't know what you want, the question of how to get it doesn't even come up. Instead, focus on what you actually desire. All that any human being is looking for is happiness within himself, happiness around him, and if this happiness occurs inside our bodies, we refer to it as help. In other words, all that any human being wants is to live joyfully, peacefully, and in loving, affectionate relationships and enjoyment. We refer to it as peace and joy if it occurs in our minds, love and compassion if it occurs in our emotions, blissfulness and ecstasy if it occurs in our energies. This is all that a person needs in the morning. If you begin your day with the simple idea that, today, wherever I go, I will create a peaceful, loving, and joyful world. It won't matter if you fall down 100 times during the day. For a committed man, failure doesn't exist. There are lessons to be learned if you dedicate yourself to creating what you truly care about, even if you fall down 100 times. When your mind is organized, your thoughts become organized, and the way you think becomes organized in your emotions. When your emotions and thoughts are organized, your body is organized. When all four of these are organized in one direction, your ability to create and manifest what you desire is astounding. You are the creator in many ways.